So in this case, we have another typical exam question which we are going to consider as we are preparing for our exams. So this is KZN province, which is a 1 hour question paper that we're given 50 marks. So I'm not gonna waste much of your time, guys. We have done a lot of revisions which are important for you to actually use using the question papers that we have done and also those introduction to each topic. You can actually score a lot of marks in your exams. All you just need is to focus on all topics that you have done this year. All right. Make sure that you revise everything from your term 1 up to term 4, each and every section. Know the basics. Yes, we have got question papers which are there for you to make a revision. It's a for revision. This one, you do not use question papers to understand a topic. You use them for a revision. But for a better understanding, make sure that you go through the videos that we have for you guys. That is for each and every topic in your syllabus. So I'm not going to waste your time. Question number 1, it was a multiple choice question, which is to choose the correct answers. That is 1.1. You are told or given to solve for x if 3x minus 7 is equivalent to what? To 5. When we are given 3x minus 7 being equal to 5, what is the value of x? So remember, that's a linear equation. The highest power on x is 1. So no problem, just take the minus 7 to the other side. It's going to be a plus, or just add since you're subtracting. Add 7 both sides. So that's going to cancel, and we've got 3x, which is equal to 5 plus 7, that is 12. So dividing by 3, we're going to have the value of what? The value of x, which is 4. So the best answer, looking into what we are given, that is on what? On B. All right, let's move on to 1.2, where we are given two lines that are parallel, which is line DE and line FG. They are parallel. Then the value of x is what? What is the value of x if these two lines are what? Are parallel as given. Okay, let us see. We know that, okay, there's a 20-degree there, which is actually going to be our answer because we've got F angles. Remember, corresponding angles where we form an F. One angle is inside the parallel line and the other one is outside, correspondingly like that. So if we check, this is exactly what is happening. One of the angle is inside, corresponding to this one, which is outside. So that is what we have got there. It's only that it is given this way. So I talk about this angle to this angle. So our answer was going to be B. X is equal to 20 degrees. We are talking about what? Corresponding angles. We know that they are equal. All right. So that was a direct question. 1.2. Find the value of x. From this triangle, we had so many questions, guys, on a triangle. The concept is still the same. Angles in a triangle. Sum of angles. They add up to 180. So use that. Adding everything, we take the 3x minus 15 degrees. We add to the 52 degrees that we are given. We add to the 44 degrees that we are given. We must obtain 180 degrees, as we are referring to angles in a what? In a triangle, sum of angles. All right, so let me just indicate sum of angles in a triangle. That is the concept. So we're gonna solve 3x. We combine everything, negative 15 plus 52 plus 44. That's our calculator here. Negative 15, we add 52, then we add 44. That was going to give us 81. So 3x plus 81. 3x plus 81 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So we can solve x from there, take this to the other side of the equation, or simply subtract 81 both sides of our equation. That was going to give us 3x is equal to 99, 180 minus 81, that is 99. So that's 99 degrees. So simply divide by 3 to get rid of these 3 so that we can remain with x. 99 divided by 3, that is 33 degrees, which is the best answer where x is 33 is on what? On D. So that was it on this one. You've got 2 marks, all right? So you had to solve just like a normal question. We just use the concept of our angles in a triangle. All right, let us move on to 1.4, where we are given 2 to the exponent of y is 128, 128. So what is the value of y? Then the value of y is what? What is the value of y there? We do understand if the bases are the same, x to the exponent of a, x to the exponent of b. Once these two bases are the same, automatically our exponents will be equal. A will be automatically equal to B. So let us just make same bases. 2 is already in simplest form, as 2 is a prime number. So it is in simplest form. We cannot use any other factor there. So that's 2 to the exponent of y is equal to 128 written in the base of 2 is what? 128 written in the base of 2. That is 2 to the exponent of 7. So if you do not know, you can simply even use your calculator. 128 is equal to, then we're going to use this one, shift. Then you press the B button, which is written fact. Shift fact on this one. You can see that you've got your answer there, which is given as 2 to the exponent of what? Of 7. So it is simply shift. All right, so it is simply shift then fact. It's gonna give you the answer as it is. All right, so that is how we can play around with this one. So from this concept that when the bases are the same, the exponents or the powers are the same, so simply means y is equal to what? Automatically y is equal to 7. So the best answer where we have got our y being 7 was on what? On D. All right. 1.5, we are given this statement, and from that statement, if a is equal to -1, b is -3, and c is 4, the value of these expressions, all right, that's the value of this expression, guys. It's just an expression, 3b squared minus the square root of c. So there is only b and c from that statement, no problem. Just substitute 3 times b. Our b is what? -3. So that's a -3 that we have, which is being squared minus the square root. What is the value of c? Our c is 4. Remember I said on the simplification, the square root, you just take as a positive. Don't worry about plus or minus, all right? So you can simplify 3 times what? -3 squared. The whole bracket is raised to the power of 2, so it's going to be positive 9. -3 times -3. All right? Minus the square root of 4, which is 2. 2 times 2 gives us what? Gives us 4. So 3 times 9, that's 27 minus 2, which is going to give us what? 25. Oh, guys, this is multiple choice question. At this stage, once you substitute at this stage, you can even use your calculator at once. So I just want to indicate this stage on our calculator, we could have done that. 3, open bracket, -3, close the bracket, you square it, then minus the square root of what? The square root of 4, as it is here. Represent it direct on your calculator. That's 25, as you can see. So 25, the best answer is what? Is D, where we have got what? At 25. So that was it on section, the first section dealing with the multiple choice for 10 marks. All right, that was fair enough. Then question number 2, it is like on this question paper, we've done some of the questions before. Anyways, let us see. Question number 2, it was to simplify the following on 2.1. Simplify the following expressions. 2.11, there are brackets there, so definitely we just need to expand our brackets and collect the like terms. So that's 2.11. We've got 2a into the bracket, 3a plus b. All right, that's minus 3a into the bracket of 2a plus 4b. So I have already talked about this, guys, from expansion of brackets. Just distribute with what is outside of the bracket. So the first bracket is going to be multiplied by everything that is outside, this part as it is, 2a. So you multiply 2a to the 3a, that is going to be 6a squared. Remember, a and a times a. Multiplication, you add the exponents. So that's 6a squared. Then 2a is going to multiply b in that case. So that's simply combine the terms ab, 2ab. This is 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. Then a times b is ab. All right. Another thing here is this part expanded from this term minus 3a as it is. So we're going to use that to expand the second bracket. All the terms inside the bracket will be multiplied by the negative 3a outside. So negative 3a times this, it is going to be negative 6a squared. I talked about this, guys. A times a is what? A squared. All right. Then we move on. The negative 3a also multiplies the positive 4b. So negative to a positive is what? Negative. Then 3 times 4, that's 12. A times b, that's ab. So let us collect our like terms or simplify where they are like terms, like this part of 6a squared and the 6a squared. These are like terms. Same term that we are given, but as you can see, 6 minus 6, that's what? That's a 0. So that was going to cancel. There is also AB and AB. So subtract 2 minus 12. That's minus 10. So that's minus 10 AB. Okay, so we're done. There's nothing that we can do. There's nothing that we can do there. All right, so let's check here. If we are given this, that A is minus 2, B is this one. Okay, find the value of these expressions, 2.12. All right, so let us just try to figure out A, B, C over B. Okay, there are so many ways. I can even cancel this because they are the same, isn't it? Division. So it simply means it is equal to AC. Where I can substitute now the A as I am given, negative 2 times the C, which is what? Which is 6. Negative 2 times 6 is what? Is negative 12. Just like that. So many ways. Or we can substitute as it was in the original format of our question. As it was. A, B, C over what? Over B. We substitute our A as it is, minus 2, times our B, which is negative 4, times our C, which is positive 6. Everything over B, which is our B, is negative 4. We can cancel here. It is up to you. Or you can simplify the whole thing on the top there, the numerator. Use your calculator, guys. Open bracket, or just use multiplication as it is, negative 2 times negative 4 times 6. It is going to give us 48. So we've got 48 over minus 4, which is going to give us what? If we divide by negative 4, that's a negative 12, which gives us the same answer as the previous one. As you can see, it is in your hands. All right, it is in your hands. So there are so many ways. I don't know, guys. Let us communicate on the comment section. Let's say you've got another way, or you can even use the community section to explain your own understanding there. Then 2.13, we are given to solve for x. If we are given this, 2.133 to the exponent of x is equal to 81. We talked about this. Is it on this question paper, or it was another one? All right, it was this one here. It is the same thing, same basis concept. So let us see, 3 is already in a simplest form. It's a prime number. So meaning to say we focus on 81. Can 81 be written in the base of 3? Yes, that is 3 to the exponent of 4. So therefore, we can equate, since the bases are the same, automatically x is equal to what? X is equal to 4. All right, a direct question again. All right, just direct. Let's check another one. 2.14. We are given this. So 2.14. We have got 2 to the exponent of x. Then we subtract 1. That is equal to 15. All right. 2 to the exponent of x. That's an exponent. So we're talking about exponential equation. So let's focus on the minus one because it's not part of this. It is just on its own. Whatever that we're going to get here, we must subtract a 1. It is different from 2 to the exponent of x minus 1 on the exponent there. It is different. Here, the minus 1 is separate on its own. So let's get rid of it. You add 1 both sides of our equation so that these can cancel. We have got 2 to the exponent of x equal to 15 plus 1, which is what? 16. We are still back to the same question as before. 3 to the exponent of this is equal to 81. So what is the concept? Let us write in the same base. Same base. 2 is a prime number, simplest form, so we cannot do anything there. So we focus on 16. Let it be written what? In the base of 2. So that's 2 to the exponent of 4. Same bases means what? The powers are also the same. So therefore, x is equal to what? To 4. So guys, we can see, this is what I mean. You revise a lot of question papers, you see that there is just a repetition. Don't panic during exam time. What you have studied is enough. Just make sure that you do at least 3 question papers just to make sure that you understand everything in your syllabus. All right, so let us move on to question 3. Find the value of the unknown variables by giving reasons for your answers. 3.1. All right, those are vertically opposite angles where 2 straight lines what? Crosses each other or meet. So that's these 2 angles. They're exactly the same. X plus 20 degrees must be equal to what? 40 degrees. I have an equation that I must solve for x. Simply subtract the 20 degrees both sides. So that's x is equal to 40 minus 20, which is what? 20 degrees. So here we said these are vertically opposite angles. That's going to be our reason for this. And 3.2, we have got a straight line formed. So to find x, we can use angles on a straight line 35 degrees when added to x, and when added to 40 degrees, it must give us 180 degrees angles what? On a straight line. Angles on a straight line. All right, so you can solve x from there. X plus 35 plus 40, that's 75, equal to 180 degrees. So to solve for x, we can easily take it to the other side of the equation. So x is equal to what? 180 minus 75, or simply subtract 75 both sides of your equation. So that was going to give us 105. Just like that. Or you can simply take it straight from this. This x that we want as it is equal to 180 minus what? These 2 other angles which are found on a straight line. We remove them from 180 degrees. Still, you're going to get the same answer just like before, which is 105 degrees. All right, so that is it, guys. Just make sure you go through the basics. All right, angles on a straight line. 3.3, we have got this, which can be answered in different ways again, as it is an equilateral triangle. These 3 sides indicate that they are exactly the same. So we are talking about what? An equilateral triangle, which we do understand that all angles are exactly the same. So if this is 2x minus 30 degrees, it means this is also 2x minus 30. It also means this is 2x minus 30 degrees, as all angles are exactly the same. So to find x, we can add up these and equate to 180, or we can use the concept that an equilateral triangle, as we do understand that these 3 angles are exactly the same. So it means each angle is what? 60 degrees. Remember, I talked about this from 180 degrees divided by 3. Remember, all of the 3 angles are the same. So if each angle is 60 degrees, it means the 2x minus 30 degrees that we are seeing, it is equal to 60 degrees. Because we know numerically the value must be 60 degrees. But there we are given an expression representing that 60 degrees. So we can form an equation from there. 2x minus 30 degrees as it is given there is equal to what? Is equal to 60 degrees. That's angle of an what? Of an equilateral triangle. Angle of an equilateral triangle in that case. Each angle is 60 degrees. Each interior angle. So from there we can solve for x. So 2x must be equal to what? Remember there is minus 30 there, so add 30 degrees both sides. That was going to be 90 degrees, all right? So we've got 2x equal to 90 degrees divided by 2 by 2. So our x is going to be 45 degrees if we divide that one properly. Or we can use this one that I was explaining before to say angles in a triangle, they add up to 180 degrees. As we do understand that these angles are all exactly the same, so you simply add 2x minus 30 degrees, right? So that's another way. We take this one plus 2x minus 30 degrees. We take this one, the third one, 2x minus 30 degrees. We must get what? 180 degrees. From this one, we are referring to sum of what? Sum of angles in a triangle. They add up to 180. So you're going to add the terms. We've got variables here, 2x plus 2x plus 2x. So 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is what? 6. So that's 6x. We combine the numbers that we are given, minus 30, minus 30, minus 30. All right, that's minus 90 degrees. Minus 30, we subtract 30 degrees. We subtract another 30. That's what? A minus 90. So that's minus 90 degrees equal to 180 degrees. Let's solve for x. There's a minus here, so let's add 90 degrees both sides so that this can cancel. 6x is equal to 180 plus 90, which is 270 degrees. So obtaining x, we simply have to divide by what? By 6. So x was going to be 45 degrees at the end. All right. So as you can see, it is in your hands. It is in your hands how to attempt such typical questions. All right. 3.4. There is x, which is outside of the triangle, where we do understand for that type of a triangle where there is an exterior angle, it is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angle. So we can form an equation from there that this exterior angle of 2x plus 10 is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angle, which is the 20 degrees, and the right angle representing what? 90 degrees. We are done. We have formed an equation from there. So that's the condition of an exterior angle equal to sum of what? Sum of opposite interior. Sum of opposite interior angles. All right. So that's it. Let's combine the right hand side. Let's see, 20 plus 90 is going to be 110. So we also going to subtract the 10 here as we are adding it. So subtract that. That's going to give us 2x equal to 100 degrees. So divide by 2. That's our x is going to be 50 degrees at the end of the day. All right, so that is it for our x on question 3.4. 3.5, that is again, we have got two unknown values here, y and x, and there is an indication of these lines which are parallel. All right, so it is up to you. On x, we can consider the c angles, co-interior angles. Remember where we form the c, the u, whatever that you have there, those are co-interior angles which add up to 180. So angle x plus 56 degrees plus the x plus 4 degrees is supposed to give us 180 degrees. Those are co-interior angles, as we can see there. Those are co-interior angles. We know that they sum up to 180 degrees. So we've got an equation that need to be solved for what? For x. X and x, we add these two, 1 plus 1, that's 2x. So 2x, we move on to the numbers that we have, 56. That's 56 plus 4, which is what? Which is 60. That was going to give us 60 degrees equal to 180 degrees, all right? So to solve for x, we can simply subtract the 60 degrees, both sides of our equation. So that's 2x is equal to 120 degrees. Dividing by 2, our x was going to be what? 60 degrees. All right, so our x there is 60 degrees. Okay, all right, so many ways you can choose to work from, but that was the best way there, co-interior angles. Then for y there, still on our parallel lines, we can see that we are forming a z where y is, that's a straight z, alternate angles. We know that they are equal. So 2y minus 20 degrees must be exactly the same as what? Y plus 50 degrees. Those are alternate angles where we form what? A z. Okay, so with our alternate angles, let us, let us solve for y there. All right, so let us solve for y from this. Okay, what can we do? We can take this y to the other side, so it's going to be a negative. 2y minus y is equal to, already there is a 50 there on the right hand side, so let's write as it is. Then we take the minus 20. The moment it crosses the equal sign, is going to change to a positive. So that's it. So 2y minus y, that's a 1 here. So 2 minus 1, that's 1y, which is same as what? As y is equal to 50 plus 20, that's what? That's 70 degrees. So that is it. We have got the value of y there from alternate angles concept. As those two lines are parallel, we form a straight z, a z which is what? Which is just being straight. But the concept does not change. Alternate angles, they are equal. All right, so 3.6, we have got another condition here, but if we check properly, we can see that there are parallel lines here, and also these two, they are parallel. So that makes this shape to be a parallelogram. So if it is a parallelogram, what is it about these two angles? Opposite angles. From the properties of what? Of a parallelogram, I explained that opposite angles are what? Are equal. So we can equate these two angles. 4z plus 60 degrees must be equal to z plus 150 degrees. Those are opposite angles of what? Of a parallelogram. They are equal. Opposite angles of a what? A parallelogram. So that's it. With that one, guys, we can solve for x. It's an equation, remember. So just like the previous case, we take the z to the other side. It's going to be a negative 4z minus z is equal to, already there is a 150 on the right-hand side. So we're simply going to take the the positive 60, this one, to the other side, so that it's going to be a negative. The moment it crosses the equal sign, it changes the sign. So it will be minus 60 degrees there. All right, so that's it, guys. 4z minus z, this is 1z. So 4 minus 1, that's going to be what? 3. 3z is equal to 150 minus 60, which is 90 degrees. So to find z, we've got a product. Simply divide by what? By 3. So z was going to be 30 degrees. So that's it. As long you know your equations, you see, guys, it's going to be an easier paper, because you must just form an equation from a mathematical statement that you have according to the shape that you are given, or the lines that you are given there, whether they are parallel lines, whatever that you have on your question. So that was 3.6. Then 3.7, 3.7, let's check what we have got here. It's just a normal shape, a normal quadrilateral. We are not given that these two, they are parallel. So don't assume, never assume that. It's not they are parallel, these two. Even if we add these two, we do not get 180, so they are not parallel. So don't assume. So in this case, since these two lines are not parallel, we're just going to use the concept of a four-sided shape. As long it is a four-sided shape, a quadrilateral, the angles inside, the sum add up to 360 degrees, sum of interior angles. So if I take this D, I add to these other angles, I'm supposed to obtain what? 360 degrees. So therefore, D is equal to 360 degrees minus these other angles that are inside. The 60 degrees, the 80 degrees, and the 110 degrees. We add all these from what? 360 degrees. So that's it. So D is equal to 360 minus the sum of these. If you add all the angles that we have got there, it was going to give us 250 or so. Here the reason is sum of angles in a what? In a quadrilateral, all right? They add up to 360 degrees. So that's it. The sum was going to give us 250, and if we subtract from 360, that's 110 degrees. That is what we are getting there. All right, so it was a short exam that we were given. Guys, as we can see, it depends also with your province. Some provinces, they just give basics, right? They just give you basics of what you had. Some, they cover like almost everything. So revision is important. You do not know what is in the exam. What you know is that the questions are similar in terms of what? The syllabus that you have done or that you have covered. The syllabus is the same throughout the country, but the setting up of the papers might differ with your province. Some they can just take a part, some they can take everything. So revise as many as you can. By revising as many question papers as you can, you'll be prepared for whatever that you face in the exam room. Are you going to be given all topics? Are you going to be given some of the topics and some are not there? You must be prepared for that. So that is it, guys, from Med Zone African Motives. Till we meet again.